Okay, I think I'm live. What's going on, everyone? Sonny here. It says right there and right there. Also, that's my face. Man Logic 44. What's going on? It says evening all. I think me and you are all right now. I think that's that's all that's in here right now. But how was your day? Is it good? Hope it was good. How was your week? I was actually here last week. So now we're back on schedule. Every other Monday, the way it should be. Um, there was an update to my software earlier, and I was like, we're not going to deal with that on a Sunday anymore. Never, never do updates on the day you live stream. That's my lesson for this year. But yeah, we're here. I would say not too much toy news that I was aware of this week. I was actually busy at work this week, so I couldn't really keep up with a whole lot of stuff. But I do have a review coming out for this Superman Mufasa right here. Shout out to Savage Saint connecting me with this. Really fun figure. Uh, Actually, I did a review for it. I might redo the review though. Now that I've been playing with it even more, I might redo the review because it is a nice figure. It's a really fun figure. Makes me, I would venture and say this is probably the best Superman figure that McFarlane has made um, of Superman. I did like the infected Superman, the COVID-19 Superman from early on. I think it's maybe like the second or third wave that McFarlane had made. I did like that Superman, but this one right here is probably the best Superman body that McFarlane has made for us. So shout out to McFarlane for that. Let's see. I am live, right? I have no idea if I'm actually live. I just forgot to double check. Let me see. Sometimes I like to double check to make sure that I am in fact streaming and I'm not just talking to my own camera in my house. Oh, what's up? Rick Jones says because of the summer heat. Oh, thank you for not dying. I did see if you were not here later. It's because you're dead, but thank you for not dying. Lucky Butter says, am I late? About 2 minutes. Surprisingly, I started on time today. I know y'all are used to waiting around like 5 minutes until I actually jump on. I actually came on time today. Alright, so I'm live. Sweet. Sound is good? Question mark? Oh man, I don't know. Is it sound good? I should always double check this, but I never do. Actually, I never even check my I'll change my setup for sound, and I'm like I'm gonna go back and review it, make sure it's still good, and I never do that. So I hope the sound is all right there. Also, shout out to YouTube. They got the little crowns now. Shows top fans of the live chat. I actually held that crown randomly. Whose live stream was I in? I was like, what's up? And all of a sudden I went #1. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Oh, Lucky Brother says, oh, my bad. Didn't mean to put that at the end. I was just making sure. I was like, I have no idea. Oh, my goodness. I think food stamps running over here. What do you want, girl? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. No, come here. Come here. Oh, what's up? Look. No, look at the camera. Look at the camera. Right there. Look at the camera. Right here, girl. Right. Look. She's weird about being on camera. There she is. She looks a lot larger on camera than she does in person. There we go. Let's see. Mark G says, I didn't know you were going live. Oh, yeah. I totally forgot to post it on Instagram. That was the one thing I forgot to do. Like Bush says, do we get anything for it from YouTube? No, I don't think so. I think it just shows who's chatting the most. Marcy says, that food stamp? Yeah, this food stamp right here. Right, girl? Right. She's like so bad. She's like, I want to lick your mouth. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. Okay. All right. Look. You going crazy? See you in a bit. All right, where were we? Before I was rudely interrupted. No, yeah, but that's my dog food stamp. She'll be 14 on Halloween this year. She's born. She's a Halloween baby. You get the maximum aura. Savage Saint says, "What up, peeps?" Rick Jones says, "You get the maximum aura." Maximum aura. And you have to remind me which one is that one. Someone sent me actually. Acid Rain is doing 112 scale figures with uh, Fexed Hobby, which I got their gel cell, the Fexed Hobby gel cell, um, which is pretty dope. Slug Butter says, "Has time went even faster? Did you have a live Sunday too, or was it just in my mind?" So I had a live last Sunday because the previous Sunday I was having issues with my computer and with YouTube, so I had to skip. So I went ahead and tried to make it up, so I didn't just completely skip it. And now we're back on the regular pattern. Mark C says the XP is random because even if you chat a lot, you still be bumped down. I don't understand it. Yeah, that's why I was like, I got number one somehow, and I was like, okay. All I said was, "What up?" Yes, I don't know. I don't know what's up with the little crown thing. Maximum aura. I'm still looking at it. Like, what is maximum aura? I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I know what that is. Lucky Butter says, "Mark Z is just pointless as he's in the number one spot." Rick Jones says, "I'd like a wooden gel for my humans in the Planet of the Apes." Oh, that would actually be interesting to have that, like a wooden type gel cell. Now the Fex Hobby gel cell, it's basically it's Legos. I know I have one around here. I bought two of them, but I thought I had one laying around here. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's not the best. I did a video putting it together because I didn't realize it was a Lego system. I thought it was just a dial piece, but it's a Lego system. Um, yeah, I don't know where I put it. It can be kind of complicated to put it together for the first time. But that would be cool if they did a wooden style gel. So Mark C says, "I'm wrapping up watching Columbo, so I'm gonna be in and out, lurking." Like Butter says, "The last live I watched, Sonny learned about washing rice for the first time. What did I happen to miss since?" So apparently, according to HEB, the Texas grocery store, on the bag it says, "Do not wash your rice." So there's that. I gotta start with HEB. Savage Saint says, "Animal heavy week around here. Got a dragon, polar bear, German shepherd, and bayman." How is that polar bear? I saw some photos of it from I want to say Toy Shiz. I think showed them. I think it was Toy Shiz. It looks cool. That looks like a cool polar bear. I don't know about that snake eyes that comes with it, but the polar bear looks cool. And which dragon did you get? Now I'm interested. Oh, Dragon Man. Duh. That's right. I still don't know what that Dragon Man uh, feels like. I haven't opened it. German Shepherd. Oh, it's German Shepherd. No, I'm confused. German Shepherd. Rick Jones says, "Watching Russ out there, everybody did that." Apparently, everybody but me and people who shop at HEB. Because HEB says, "Don't wash the rice." Someone was actually arguing about washing chicken online on Facebook. And I was like, apparently some people wash rice out there. And nobody jumped on my side. Everybody was like, "Doesn't everybody wash their rice?" So I'm like, apparently y'all don't read the instructions on the bag at HEB. I still have not tried it. I still have not tried to wash the rice. I like eating the weevils. I've come grown to enjoy that now. At this point in my life, we eat weevils here. I'm gonna have my mom make me a shirt that says, "Don't wash your rice, eat the weevils." Shout out to my mom. She made me the shirt that I wore for my Kill Tony debut. And then everybody thought I was a nerd because I had an Eminem T-shirt. I was like, what? Oh yeah, Savage Saint again. Thanks, man. This is a dope figure, man. I said it earlier. I mentioned earlier I made a review for it. I might redo the review though because as I'm playing with it more, it's funner than what I made it seem like in the video. I had fun with this figure. This figure is a pocket figure. Very hard to put in my pocket because it's a larger figure because it's a McFarlane, but really fun figure. Doombot 9000 says, I buy my rice at HEB and I know to wash it. What up, Sonny? What up, Doombot 9000? Next time, read the bag. Follow the instructions. Mark Z says, keep it starchy. Sonny pre-washed rice incident. That's right. Keep it starchy, homes. Malage44 says, damn, YouTube, the live didn't start for me and I've been waiting. I'm here now all caught up. You know what? I've had that happen before, too. I was waiting around for, I want to say maybe it was Bitter Asian dude, Paul. And I was like, what's going on? It was still on the waiting screen. I refreshed, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, here's everybody now. Savage Saint says, about to crack into the polar bear. German Shepherd is another Joe Lawn. Oh, right. That's right. I forgot they had that one too. You know, I haven't even got the little, well, I did get it. I just haven't opened the little Timon and Pumbaa pack, G.I. Joe pack. It has like a warthog. Like a, I don't know if it's a meerkat or a monkey. But I still haven't cracked that open yet. Oh, Doombot 9000 says he doesn't list the plastic bags. I don't know, man. Sometimes they come with really good instructions. Like, don't wash your rice. Don't rinse your rice is what it said. You shouldn't be washing your rice. You should not be using soap. I like how when you make pasta, it's like, drain the pasta, but don't rinse it after you drained it. I'm like, who does that? Are y'all doing that? Are y'all rinsing pasta too? I'm about to be like, man, I've been eating all kinds of dirty food. I like my dirty rice, full of weevils. No, but this is a good McFarlane figure, all around. Great Superman figure as well. Like I have a few of the Superman figures, and from McFarlane, I should say. I think my favorite one was still the infected one, but this one right here takes the W for it right here. Lucky Butter says HB about to have some massive lawsuit in about 10 years. All right, there we go. Savage Saints on my side. Never rinse pasta, ever. I guess rice is not considered a pasta because it's not made different. You don't make rice like that. You don't make pasta. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm glad I'm with you, or someone's with me on the pasta. Don't rinse your pasta. I don't know. I'm gonna try the rice thing one day. See what happens. Lucky Butter says, anyone watch their ground beef? Uh, no ground beef, no chicken getting washed. I don't wash my chicken. People say you can get salmonella spread around everywhere. Rick Jones says rinsing pasta is very wrong, but rice is okay. I don't get it. I don't get that part. Why is it different? Is it because pasta is made with clean ingredients? No chance of pasta weevils in there. I would love to have some rigatoni weevils or some fettuccine weevils in there, just to make it a little, give it a little more crunch to my pasta. When I mean some chicken fettuccine Alfredo, have some weevils in there. I'm like, is that chicken? No, it's too crunchy. They gotta be a weevil. But yeah, don't rinse your pasta. Important lesson right there. What else? I'm trying to think, what did I see this week in Instagram and stuff? Like Butter says, pasta does seem wrong to wash, but I make sure to have some clean ground beef in the pan. Wait, you do clean your ground beef? How do you clean ground beef? Don't you like take the blood away from it? Does it make it more lean? Wait, does it make it leaner? No, wait. No, because that's fat. Less greasy. Let's make it less greasy. Rick Jones says I haven't seen a weevil in years. Dude, when you buy rice, open it and leave it in your cabinet, and you'll get the weevils. The eggs will hatch, and you'll be seeing them all crawling out. It looks kind of cool. They look adorable when they're trying to like struggle. Oh, Doom by 9000 says, did you watch Fantastic Four or Superman? I have not yet seen the movies, dude. It's been real busy. I don't know what's going on in my life right now, but it's too busy at work. I come home, do all kinds of other stuff. It's getting insane. Gajin says commercials are running now. What's the recap? There's commercials in here? Hold on. I thought I turned commercials off. Oh wait, commercials on Columbo. I thought you meant commercials in the live stream. We're talking about weevils and don't wash your pasta. Pasta with weevil, oh al dente. Marksy says, what's the name of the weevil mascot? Savage Singh says, pasta's manufactured, rice grows, brother. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was like, wait a minute, nobody squeezes. Can you imagine these? They're like, oh man, I need to order me another rice mold from from Amazon. Like Butter says, washing your meats and carbs with Sonny tonight. That's right. Bradford is the weevil. Yeah, there you go, Bradford with the picture there. Fantastic Four is good and Superman is very good too. Man, I still need to see those movies. One of these days, I plan to see them. I had finally seen Thunderbolts before last week's episode, and I was like, man, I liked it. That was good. The Void was cool. I liked the way they did the Void. Marcy says, yeah, don't wash your pasta. You kind of want the starch. Some chefs keep a cup of pasta water to help the sauce cling into the pasta. Wait, is that what that does? Well, I don't keep pasta water. No. Yeah, I was like, I think my wife waters the plants with that, but she doesn't. She uses when she boils eggs and makes the whole house smell like fart, she uses that water to water the plants and stuff. I think she saw that on, like, the internet or something. Dubai 9000 says, all this food talk and I'm sitting here eating Whataburger. I hope you didn't take 30 minutes to drive through. That's what I hate about Whataburger, man. You go through the drive through, it takes 30 to 45 minutes to get your food. It's ridiculous. Marksy says, Bradford and Son for a dynamic duo we didn't want and one we didn't deserve. I need to give me a 3D printer. I'm going to start making 3D Bradfords. Rick Jones says, Superman's going to be gone soon. Dude, we have dollar theaters, well, $2.50 theaters here. That, man, they play the movie until it's like on digital and stuff like that. They play it for a long time. They play it when it first comes out and then they just keep it forever. Doomba 9000 Burger says Marcus Yee. Burger. Like Butter says, Doomba 9000, don't forget to wash that burger before eating it. Just rinse off the patty. Rinse off the patty real quick. Marcus says, the show's back on. The episode will be done in 12-ish minutes. Savage Saint says, pasta water helps thicken the sauce as it retains the starch that is cooked off. Interesting. See, I didn't know about the sauce stuff like that. That's very interesting, though. I usually just throw it down the drain. So now I'm like, I'm going to start straining for the starch and keep the starch on, if that's possible. Manlodge44 says, if it helps the debate, most kitchens will reheat pasta for service, so it's basically rinsed in most restaurants. Marcy says, 3D Bradfords are wild. Most kitchens reheat pasta. You mean like Olive Garden? Fancy restaurants like Olive Garden reheat my pasta? It's not fresh? Oh, man. Numa 9000 says, not mine. I was only in line for like 10 minutes. No, that's not bad. Our Whataburgers suck over here. They take forever. Ray Jones says, Fantastic Four, see on the big screen if you can. You know, we have IMAX theaters here, but I don't know if it was showing at the IMAX over here. Or no, I guess it wasn't an IMAX movie, right? That would have been cool. Doomba 9000 says, I like butter washing it with my mouth as we speak. Wait. Okay. You bring up a good Good point on that. Doing about 9,000. You ever see on movies where they're like eating something and then drink immediately with the food in their mouth? That's disgusting. That's essentially washing your food, which is gross. Like anytime I used to go for acting roles, I was like, I hope I don't have to eat nothing. There was one role they made me eat stuff, and it was disgusting. I hated it. I had to spit out my food after every take. It was the worst thing I'd ever tasted. Mark C says, I wash my water before I drink it. Me after this rice washing discussion. Lucky Butter says, my local Whataburger did take a hot minute to fill orders down here in Florida. Unfortunately, they're no longer around, so oh well. There was a Whataburger over there? Man, that's crazy. I thought it was only in Texas. I thought they just started branching out. Apparently, I think Patrick Mahomes demanded that they put one up in Kansas City somewhere. I read that somewhere. It could be Whataburger propaganda. Savage Saint says every place I work drop fresh pasta to order. See, fresh pasta. The kind of fresh pasta you get at Fazoli's. Actually, I don't even know if there's any Fazoli's that exist anymore. There was one here in Austin. I tried it. It's like fast food Italian restaurant. It's crazy. It's like Taco Bell. It's like a Taco Bell of Italian food. And me and my wife tried it, but we had was strep throat? No. Yeah, we had strep throat, so we didn't taste it. We had no idea what it tasted like. Manlodge44 says, yes, you think Chef Boy RD is back there making pasta, making a plate at a time? Nope. Dude, what? Duman says, didn't they branch out a couple years ago? They did, but I didn't think they got all of Florida. I was actually 2 years ago at a convention in Las Vegas, and the CEO and marketing president of marketing, I think it was, of Whataburger were there. They're talking about the different things. It's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, what did y'all have? What kind of backlash did y'all take for selling to a Chicago company? And they were like, oh, yeah, it was wild. And he said that they had, man, I want to say 110 auto replies for Twitter, just because people were going to be complaining or whatever, and it was just boom, 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 auto replying, mixing up 110. I was like, it's pretty interesting. I thought Whataburger was thought they were responding to me for real. it was AI. Like Butter says, Sonny, you don't like burger water taste? When you take a bite of burger, follow it up with a drink of water combo. Quickest way to eat your food, but I hate that combo too. No, that's gross. Mark Z says, burger water makes me want to puke. I don't get that. Like, I see it all the time in movies and stuff. I've never seen someone do that in real life. Clockwork Gorgeous says, what's up, Sonny? Are we beefing again? Yes. If you take a bite of your burger and then immediately drink your drink while the burger's still in your mouth, we got beef. We got serious beef. Please enjoy the flavor of that burger before washing it down with an ice cold Pepsi Cola product. I have to say Pepsi. I don't staying away from sugar and stuff, but I still invest. So I still need everyone to drink their Pepsis. Rick Jones says, burger water for everyone. Cheers. Burger water, pasta water, all kinds of water. Like Butter says, no, I gotta live for that in the movies. I mean, usually it's fake. Like, they usually fake it. One good example that actually happened, where the actor actually did it, was Phil Hartman when he played Bill Clinton on his McDonald's campaign in Saturday Night Live. He actually does it. It's disgusting. Marcus U says, incoherent screaming. Do my 9,000. All this burger water talk is making me second guess my purchase. I mean, you bought it from Water Burger. Also, apparently that's a Texas thing. So I called it Water Burger, and the guy was like, oh, I can tell you're from Texas. I was like, is it because I'm wearing an Austin FC hat? I also had this hat on at the time. Like Bush says, Clock Gorge, you were making sure to watch our beef this episode. Washing your beef sounds like a hygiene video for young adolescent males entering adulthood. Hey guys, remember to wash your beef. Savage Saint says, if I don't like where I'm eating, I'll fill up on water first. If I like the food, I don't drink till I'm done stuffing my face. That's actually a pretty good idea because I usually don't like. I'll take one sip when my drink gets here to my table. Take one sip, put it back, and then I won't drink anything until the meal is over, regardless if I like the food or not. But it's a good point. If I don't like the food, I can at least be like, "Oh, I'm all stuffed." Also, I used to never drink the water when they would bring it out. I was like, "You just wasted a glass. Way to go, waiter, waitress." I don't see you being employee of the month wasting glasses on people who ain't gonna drink the water. And now I drink the water. I also feel weird because I drink so much water now because I go to a restaurant and I order what they're like, "What would you like to drink?" And I'm like, "Water." And then they give me that look like, "Oh, this cheapskate. He's not gonna order nothing. He's not gonna tip me." And when they give me that look, I'm like, "I'm not gonna tip you." No, I'm just kidding. No. But I'm like, "Don't give me that look. What if I just drink water? Like, you don't know me." Clockwork Gorgeous says, "I only drink water, orange water, aka water from a glass in my son's finished OJ." Like what it says, beef washing is the need requirement class in middle school. Now you're saying it. Yes. Hey guys, remember wash your beef. Ladies, water tacos. You gotta wash your tacos. Clean hygiene. That's what we're talking about today. Thank you for tuning into the Sonny channel, where we talk about clean hygiene. Guys, wash your beef. Ladies, wash your tacos. I'm gonna open up a restaurant called Water Tacos. I mean, water tacos. There you go, beef in the shower. Rick Jones says the boy who didn't wash his beef got bacterial poisoning. Oh man. Duma Nandan says, "Whoa now." Clockwork Gorge says, "Yo, son, any Kill Tony experience stories?" Oh, okay. I'll talk about some of that. I know that stuff. I do got my little plaque on the wall. Not my plaque. I put on my wristbands in a picture frame. But one thing that was, I'm still waiting for my Kill Tony bump. It never happened for me. Everybody's like, "Oh, you gonna kill Tony? You kill Tony bump. You get followers. You get people booking you for shows." That didn't happen. I did get about 10 extra followers to my toy channel. I think 5 to 7 subscribers on my YouTube toy channel. I did not see this Kill Tony bump that people talk about. I know people that didn't even do good and they got the small joke book. They got this Kill Tony bump. Like they were getting booked for shows that week. I got none of that, so I'm confused. I'm still gonna try. I'm still gonna keep going on there because I got other jokes that I want to retire on that show, and so I gotta keep going. Lucky Butter says, "Ask for water is always a bad sign for not tipping the waitress or waiter for some reason. Sorry that I didn't want a glass of sugar every meal." See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm just like, just water. Savage Saint says, "That kind of taco rinse I'm all for." Actually demand. That's right. Mark Z, welcome back to Washing Your Taco with Sonny. Do my 9000 like, but I like my sugar with coffee and cream. Nah, but yeah, it's weird. Like I do feel weird ordering water now. Yeah, but nah, but at Kill Tony, like the one thing I will say, I went last week, and there were a lot more people, I guess, that saw the episode because the people that are also bucket pools that they sign up because I did walk in and people were like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Good job, good stuff, man." And I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks." Like, so you want me on a comedy show? What's going on? But haven't got booked from it yet. Uh, Marcy says, "I don't want to talk about your tacos, Sonny." I'm just saying, wash your tacos. Wash your beef, wash your tacos. Moral of today's story. Hold up, did I just getting ideas now that I'm looking at this stuff right here. But yeah, no, but the Kill Sony, it was a cool experience on stage. It felt, I think my total interview was something like 7 minutes or something like that, but it felt a lot quicker than that. I also hate that I did not bring up Idiocracy like a dummy. The one thing that I can't stop talking about, I said nothing about it. But I've done podcasts with other people. I do my live streams here. Sometimes I have guests on here. Whenever I'm a guest on someone's podcast, I don't like to try to divert the conversation any particular way for my own sake. I prefer to just answer the questions as they come as honestly as possible. And that's what I did with Kill Tony. And some of the people were like, "Oh, boring, lame." I'm like, "I'm sorry that I'm not addicted to drugs." Other people were like, "Hey, this dude got answers. Like his answers are boom right there, legit." So I didn't divert the conversation, but I kind of felt like I should have just to bring up Idiocracy somehow. MadLogic44 says, "I think that was the bump they were talking about, the fist bumps." Yeah, that's pretty much all I got there. Like Butter says, "I just laughed when someone told me that about the ordering water at a restaurant." Yeah, that's messed up, man. I don't know about this water thing. Savage Saint says, "Asking for water isn't the red flag. It's the customers that ask for water, lemon, and sugar. Chivo lemonade you don't want." Oh, man. My wife always orders water with lemons. She doesn't order the sugar, though. Not the sugar. Just the water and lemons. I one time asked her if she wanted sugar. She was like, "No, what?" She just wants water, lemon flavored water. I don't know. To me, that's weird. I accidentally drank her water one time. It tasted awful. Clockwork Gorge says, "See, you forgot to say Idiocracy. That's why they didn't book you in the mothership." I know, man. So the next time I go, and actually my mom was like, she saw the episode, or she saw my part, and she was all like, "Ah, you didn't tell the jokes I like." I'm like, "I'm sorry, Mom. You weren't the audience I was going for." And then she told me, "Hey, next time you go, say these two." And I was like, "All right." So I have my next four jokes to say on stage. Clockwork Gorge, let's see. Oh, Mark C says, "Trying to connect plot points and stay on track with what you're talking about." Yeah. When I'm on other people's podcasts, I do. Here, I have no idea what's going to happen. Here, I can be like, "Oh, yeah, I was on Kill Tony. By the way, wash your tacos. Wash your tacos." Savage Saint says, "She's fine with the lemon. Normal requests around here." Okay, yeah, that's what she always gets. Dude My 9000 says, "Yo, is that the Maximum Spider-Man? I got mine posed up with Dragon Man right now." It is. I was taking a look at him because I think this will fit. Oh, yeah, I can put a Mickey Mouse head on him. Kissy face Mickey Mouse. It kind of fits. It's a little bit loose. The hole is a little too big, if you know what I mean. Wash your tacos. But it's not too bad. It could work for photos. But yeah, this is a Maximum Spider-Man with his web crawling hands right now. That's what I got him on. This is great except for that. God, that's terrible. The back. I don't know why they got the little long arms. Like he's some sort of a weevil. Weevil, man. Like Butter says, Savage saying, "I've done that before, but still tip because the waiter or waitress did a great job serving." I like when they actually do a great job serving. Mark C says, "What kind of Mickey Mouse is that?" This Mickey Mouse is, man, I want to say, it was Disney 100-year. I guess I can look at the bottom of his foot. I feel like I need my readers. I have no readers. I want to say it's Mattel that made this. Yeah, Mattel. Mattel made this. It was a a Mickey and Minnie 2-pack, and they kiss like that. That's why they both got kissy faces. But yeah, it was a Mickey and Minnie. I think I did a review of these. Cyber Saint says polar bears dope. By the way, Joe's deaf do animals. They sure do, man. In fact, I liked what's the wolf name? Timber. I like that one better. The Hasbro one better than the Mezco one. I don't even know what happened to the Mezco one. To be honest with you, it's around here somewhere. It's probably in the jail that I couldn't find. Lucky Butter says the lip action on Mickey. Is he trying to kiss another figure? Oh yeah, he kisses the Minnie Mouse. I don't know why I still have the kissy faces on them. Now I feel like y'all are judging me like I'm a weirdo because they're like, why you have why you have kissy figures? Gaijin. Mark C says Weevil Man. He hides in rice, dude. Weevil Man, and he shoots his gun shoots rice. That'd be amazing. I don't like that someone thumbs up when I was like, hey, y'all probably think I'm a weirdo for having kissy figures. And then I saw a thumbs up hit the screen. Savage Saint says, serving is the job. Anyone can take an order. I don't know, man. Have you ever been to a Wendy's drive-thru? Anyone can take an order at all. Clockwork Court says, were you able to get any SDCC exclusives? I did not. They got nothing. That Dawson and the M. Bison from Jada Toys, those look cool, especially with the effects pieces, the little firemans. Those look cool. Clockwork Court says, I wish I had my Legion's Paladin. Oh, I wish I got that Legion's Paladin. Legion's Paladin, which one was that one? Now I'm like, which one? Man, I saw people going crazy over that 3-pack, the Savage Land 3-pack. I was like, that's insane. Duma Nathan says, wait, why does he have guns? Who have guns? I'm like, who has guns? Lucky Brother says, have you heard of a channel called I'm Doing My Darkest? The guy looks like you. I'm interested to see what he'll post. Oh, you know what? I do need to start posting more on that. What happened was I was creating a video. I was filming. Okay, I forgot. I took it all apart so I could paint it. I was filming something, and then I popped that stupid wire on my Proxxon cutter. Now I'm all fuzzy. Trying to get my y'all just have to look at me fuzzy. I popped the wire on my Proxxon cutter. I was like, dang it, ruined my whole video. So I stopped making the video. I did it again though. I started making some other stuff. Well, I didn't start making some other stuff. I cut stuff that I was already working on. So, yeah. I am going to start working on a project though. It's a secret project. I'll let y'all know when it happens. Paladin. It's not like Aladdin, like Disney's Aladdin. It's Paladin, isn't it? It's not Paladin. It's Paladin. I don't know about that one. Taco Gorge says, did you get Storm Arena Ryu and Ken? I think I pre-ordered them somewhere. I don't. I gotta double check. Because y'all know me. I love Storm collectibles. I don't like the way they did me that one year when everything that I bought went like 70% off or whatever. I don't like that. But yeah, I do want those. And I'm going to try to get this. What if I put my face closer? Let's start to focus. All right, there's my face. There we go. It's fire. I'll buy him at Jada. Remember when you were applying to be a Storm Shield? Yes, I do remember. And you know what? I was like, man, Jada toys are amazing. I hope we get the whole collection. As soon as I saw them Storm Arena, I was like, Jada who? I don't have a clue. I don't like Jada when it comes to bald ladies. I don't know about this Jada when it comes to these Street Fighter figures because Storm Collectibles is coming through again. But I haven't got them yet. Let's see. Lucky Butter says apparently AliExpress has a million of those Jada figures for sale. I totally missed those grabbing those two offering. AliExpress, I don't know what they'd be doing. Sometimes they have the legit stuff though. Marcus C says fuzzy vision happens when you don't wash your taco meat. Fuzz vision, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. I'm all behind in the chat. Okay. Duma 9000 says, "Oh, I thought you said Weevil Man had guns or something." Oh yeah. No. I should get a 3D printer so I can 3D print some 3D Bradford Weevil Man figures. Zero articulation. 0 points of articulation. Lucky Butter says, "Dang, that sucks. How did you snap it?" Okay, where am I? I'm like way behind. Let's see. Savage Saint says facts at Marcus C. Lucky Butter says Marcus C. But do you wash your tortillas before heating them up? Ugh. Who doesn't like some soggy tortillas? Numanathan says S.A. Ken is in stock at BBTS. I'll be getting him soon. I gotta check, man, cause with Toyco, sometimes I accidentally get two of something the same thing. I'm like, crap, what do I do with these? I got them boxed up somewhere, some doubles somewhere. Let's see. Dumanata says, but you should know Storm ain't gonna finish the roster. Keep your Jadas, y'all. You know what? But Storm already showed Sagat. Looks amazing. They showed Dan, right? I think they showed Dan too. So yeah, it's gonna be nice to have Storm in the official 112. Oh man, if they do 112 Mortal Kombat figures, it's gonna be over for them. Like, boom, shut it down. They 112 scale Mortal Kombat. Lucky Butter says Jada, who the Storm SS finally converted on my BBTS order. Oh, that's what's up. Clockwork Gorge says great figures. At Doomba 9000, Clockwork Gorge also says not the biggest fan of soft hands though, and be careful with Ryu's bandana. That's the one thing, yeah, Storm Collectibles does when they do little offshoot things, they're pretty flimsy. I will say that. I think it's is it Kazuya that has like a belt and it always feels like it's gonna rip. Marcy says, I need the Jada SF Alpha Chun Li. I'm gonna keep saying it until the pre-order link pops up. Rick Jones says, I have to catch up on my Jada Street Fighter. I want that Sagat. See, Marcy, Bob Sagat. See, I don't want that one now that I've seen the Storm Collectibles one. And I'm like, that's just, yeah, it's fire. Like people say the Jada figure, Jada Toys, Blanca is pretty nice, but the Storm Collectibles, even though it's outrageously big, it's, I don't know, it's pretty dope, man. Saberstein says, wet tortilla, wet tortilla sounds. Hold on. Oh, I get this out. Oh man, wet tortilla sounds more like a type of personality than a food. Oh man, like what'd you think of my husband? Oh, he has the personality of a wet tortilla. Oh man, I love it, man. Lucky Butter says Storm raised the price of mine, if I'm not mistaken, on BBTS. I PO'd them at $24.99 and then got bumped to $29.99, or am I tripping? That might have been BBTS, because they were doing a bunch where they were saying it's this price, but then there's gonna be a tariff price, and they were supposed to email you and ask you if you were okay with the tariff price. So I'm wondering if that was the tariff. Let's say tariff price. Dubai 9000 says, nah, Storm put that nasty cut in Sagat's abs for the crunch. Such an odd choice. What does Jada Toys have? Is it just is it just a swivel? I didn't even realize that. I just thought it looked nice. Man. I don't know. I'm still going to go with Storm on it. That's disgusting. Clockwork Gorge says, I hope they do Alpha Cami. I'm not a fan of the Ultra Cami design. If they do they do Cami, you think she's gonna have soft cheeks? I mean, a lot of the other figures have soft cheeks. Shiva Shiva has soft cheeks. Shiva has soft cheeks. You think Cammy will get the soft cheeks too? If Storm Collectibles makes Cammy, she should have soft cheeks. That's all I'm saying. Also, this is a really nice figure too. I don't know. This was a weird one. Like, I got it from Toyco, and then people were like at Big Bad that pre-ordered from Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know if they ever actually got her, because I know they kept complaining that they were like, oh, got a delay, and I was like, someone was having it in hand. Mark, we got wet tortillas right here. Love it. Wet blanket, no. Wet tortilla, check. Lucky Butter says, yeah, BBTS did email me, but I couldn't find the no option button. Please keep it the regular price, please. Yeah, that would have been good for them. Mark C says Morgan will probably get them. Oh yeah, she's probably gonna be lots of softness. Dubai 9000 says, soft cheeks Cammy. I mean, they have the capability. We've already seen it done. You think they're gonna give her a bigger butt than Shiva? Shiva kinda it's like it's swole. It's like a swole butt, but also kind of flat. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird butt. Marcy says, really wish Storm has a license in time for the arena line. Man, I hope Storm does. Well, so what else? Man, if they do Metal Gear, I'm not Metal Gear Solid. Gears of War, 1/12 scale. Oh, that'd be so cool. I got like so many goons that they could fight against and stuff. Plus, it'll make the 1/10 scale enemies look even larger compared to the 1/12 scale figure. You think they'll redo their line? I wonder if they'll redo all their lines, because they canceled the last two Storm Collectibles figures that they were supposed to have. I'm sorry, the Storm Collectibles canceled the last two Gears of War figures that they were supposed to have. And I was really upset because I was looking forward to them. Savage Saint says, soft cheeks equals Ritz taco for sure. Lucky Butter says, that's like a mud flap butt. It's like a mud flap butt going on with that figure. It kind of is. Lucky Butter says, what did you do to her, Sonny? What? Clockwork Gorgeous says, did you see the ACBA podcast where they talked about confronting the fluffer guy from 3POA? No, I didn't see that. Oh, man. Dude, apparently they're beefing. I saw the post that Boog had put on, I call it Boog, had put on Instagram, because they're going to be at some toy convention or something like that. By the way, speaking of toy conventions, if you happen to be in the Oklahoma City area next month on the 6th and 7th, I'll be there at ToyCon OKC. That's my little plug for them. If I get to get on Kill Tony in the next 2 weeks, and they're like, what do you got going on? I'll be like, oh, I'll be at OKC, ToyCon OKC. Watch the show like air the day after the show. That would suck. Lucky Butter says, fluffer guy, I'm shocked there wasn't any wet beef this year at SDCC. Clockwork Gorge says, wouldn't call them racist, but they seem to be racist adjacent. Oh, man. Lucky Butter says, it always seems like there is at SDCC. Gaijin says, spill the tea. Nah, he was, what was Book saying? Oh, that he thinks that some people from New York should go up there and stomp them out. Or something to that effect. But yeah, he came to the, racist adjacent was what most people are considering that. But yeah, I don't know what beef they got. Doombot 9000 says, run around the con dressed as a prosecutor. Dude, I thought about that. I was seriously thinking about doing that. Because, I have these here because they're in the way. So I got some copies of Idiocracy right here. Look at all my Idiocracies. Because last time I was at a Paris, Texas con, I sold an okay amount of copies of Idiocracy on DVD. And so I was like, hey, might as well do it again. Let's see. Jeez, my eardrums. My bad. Did I make a lot of noise? My bad. I think it's the crowded area that stresses folks out. I think it's egos that stress folks out. Mark G says, ask the 3 POA crew where they were January 6th. Oh, man. Lucky Butter says, oh, that mic took a pounding when you bent over. Did I hit it? I didn't even think I hit it. My bad. My bad. Oh, man. How did I even... The mic is over here, off camera. I don't know how that happened. But my bad for any earphones users. Whoever's whoever's eardrums just blew out. We here at the Sonny channel are not responsible for any bleeding eardrums or busted eardrums of any sorts. Thank you. I have to say that little disclaimer. Doomba says, did you buy all those copies? I did. I did buy all these copies. A little trick I learned at Paris, Texas Con is that even if people don't know who you are, if you were in, nobody even checked me on it. Nobody was like, oh, let me verify you're in this movie. I was just like, yeah, I'm in that movie. And they're like, you selling the movies? I was like, yeah. I would sign it and sell them the movie, an autographed copy of Idiocracy. Fun thing was I had never practiced autographing or signing anything. So anybody who bought a copy of Idiocracy on DVD at Paris, Texas Con, no two look alike. They're all like snowflakes. If I ever become real famous and they go get it checked, there's no way to validate that unless they see this live stream with me saying right now that I signed all those randomly. I was like, how do I do this? Let me see, what's the best way? Everyone was an experiment. So none of those people have the way I sign my name now. Let's just put it that way. Rick Jones says, did you get a case discount? No, I bought them on sale. They're like dirt cheap, so I bought them on sale. Marcus, he says, it was loud enough. I felt my hair stand. Duma Natal says, if anyone complains, just show them a picture of Wade back there. That's right. Oh, right there. Lucky Butter says, just the amount of sound coming through the speakers. I'm not sure if you actually wanked it. What? Oh, man. Clockwork Gorge says, that's awesome. LOL. MatLodge44 says, I saw the SDCC stream from Laser Pants. It seems like these guys called out a couple of keyboard warriors in person. The problem comes with the followers jumping in and going after ACBA. Clockwork Gorge says, I have one of a kind autograph of that prosecutor guy. Yes. There's quite a few people, like I said. If I become famous later on in life and then I pass away and my everything becomes more valuable, if they take that to someone, they're gonna be like, we don't know who signed this. This is not his autograph. And they'll be like, no, I got it at Paris, Texas Con. Here's a picture of me with him. That's the only saving grace they'll have. The ones that actually took a picture with me. Only saving grace. Not everybody took a picture with me. So that's the only bad part. Oh, sorry, my Ring camera's going off for some reason. Let's see, Clockwork Gorgie says, oh yeah, you need the actual wig you used. Dude, they kept that wig. That wig was worth more than they paid me. So they kept that one. They were like, no, we're gonna keep this. It's worth more than you, which was messed up. I did get a pretty good replacement wig though. That's the one that I used for my driver's license. I did tell y'all that, right? My driver's license is me dressed up in my idiocracy costume. As close to the original as possible. But yeah, that's a good idea. I should dress up as my character. You know what? I should go. I gotta find out what day. I'm supposed to be on a panel. I gotta find out what day I'm gonna be on the panel. Because maybe I'll be on the panel one day and I'll dress up as my own character the second day. I might end up doing that. Yeah, back to Mad Logic 44. I do want to see the stream where they call out the keyboard warriors in person. That's fun too. That's fun. I give them props for that. Call them out in person. Sorry, I'm playing with a Storm collectible, so if the speaker pops again, it's just the sound of the plastic moving around. What is this? There's a random piece of tape on Shiva's back. Huh, okay. Yeah, this is a good figure, though. I don't know. If they made this in 1/12 scale, that'd be pretty good. Pretty good feat of scientific engineering. Like Butter says, at SDCC, it seems like there's the good ground of toy guys that are just there for toys and friends. Then you've got the other toy guys that want to be cool and connected and have an ego over others. I want to be that second group. That's the group I want to. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, like Butter says, I could also be totally wrong. You know what? Oh yeah, I said it last week. Bitter Asian dude, Paul. He was all like, "Hey, Sonny, I think I saw you at SDCC. How was it? I hope you had a good time." And I was like, "I didn't go." It's very saddening because I remembered. I remember that I didn't go. Had to be reminded. Rick Jones says, "I think it's a bad look for the community." Yeah, you're always gonna get those people that are like that, though. That's the only bad part. Doombot 9000 says, "What do you think of those McFarlane MK figs?" Oh, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan, obviously. I have a Shiva doll. Um, I love the packaging on those. The figures look okay in a static position, vanilla posed. When you the way they posed them, it was terrible. Um, the fact that their accessories are minimal and they're higher priced than the $20 that they used to be, that kind of sucks. So I don't know. That's a tough one because I love Mortal Kombat. They look nice in the package. They don't look nice out of the package. They don't look as nice out of the package, and then they come with hardly any accessories for a higher price point. So yeah, there's that. Although I probably will need Raiden. I don't have Raiden. I don't have Raiden out of a package. I have Raiden in a 2-pack, and I kept them in there because they look cool. Savage Saint says, "Does the Sonny few have to head down there next year and knuckle up? We'll wash all the beef." That's right. Have a teacher who says, "Got beef? We'll wash it." They'll be like, "Wait, what? Ugh, what?" Everybody agrees with Rick Jones. This is a bad look for the community. First of all, I said it first. I agreed. Mark C says, "People like that give me secondhand embarrassment." It is. What gives me secondhand embarrassment is those people that love action figures and collecting, but hate every company that brings out any figures. It makes no sense to me. I was telling Mr. Jones about that earlier in the chat, in Instagram chats, Instagram DMs. Is that what it is? Clarko Gorgie says, "It's fun to call him a fluffer on Wade's channel because he always lurks." Dude, now that we know what fluffer is. Blackbird says, "We'll wash all the beef of those wet taco personalities at SDCC." Blackbird says, "Clarko Gorgie has Laser P never brought up the term fluffer on his pod." Wait, is that who you're calling Fluffer? Oh, man. I'm like, who's the Fluffer now? I don't get to watch a lot of podcasts anymore, so I'm kind of left out. I feel kind of sad. To be honest, it's the engagement. If you ask AI how to grow a toy channel, it'll tell you to criticize all the big companies. I literally told Mr. Jones that too. I was like, should I just hop on this negative train, this hate train, and get some viewers and followers? I might do this as an experiment. I'll let y'all know if I do this as an experiment. And then y'all gotta be like, no, he said on a live stream. He likes these things. He's just hating for the likes. Clockwork says, nah, not yet. That Lucky Butter. Mark C says, they don't hate all companies. They love the ones that they are close to the designers, owners of. That's true. They love Valiverse. DuPont not does this. Who's fluffing what now? To be fair, though, I love Valiverse, too. They make some great figures. The ones that I have. The ones that I have that make great figures. They have very affordable head packs as well. Their head game is strong. Clockwork Gorge says, oh, man. A fluffer is a dude that keeps Bobby Valor. Now you caused me being beef because I read the comments. I read the chat. Mark C says Elite Legend Collector is probably one of the many fluffers. Dude's obsessed with Emily and apparently Wade recently. Yeah, I remember they tried. They tried with me. It didn't last. it did not go in their favor, let's say that. We squashed the beef. We washed the beef, squashed the beef, and washed the beef. Dumanata says, yo, where's Mr. Jones been? I don't know. He just messaged me on Instagram. That's why I looked at my phone earlier. I was like, what's this buzzing? Let's see. Oh, hang on. Talk amongst yourselves. Apparently, food stamps causing a ruckus over there. Let me go. Strong head game. That's right. Let me go take care of food stamp real quick. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Let's see. Rick Jones says buy some crappy figures on purpose to review. So what, like NECA? No, I'm just kidding. NECA's okay. I love their Alf figures. I keep an Alf with me, right there. Still a really fun figure as well. Strong head game. That's right. Marcy says, speaking of Valor McFarlane, I'm surprised that McFarlane is dropping or is doing Rippaverse figures. If any company were to make them, I think it would be Valiverse. Clockwork says, I'll clip this so you'll get more engagement. There you go. Yeah, that's right. Be like, buy a bad figure? Oh, you mean NECA? Ugh. I'm going to do that. Just be like, yeah, there you go. Marcy says, squashing and washing. Call back to Sonny's catchphrase issues from the last stream. Marcy says, the silence is deafening, but not as bad as the box mic earlier. I should have been like, I'll be back, guys, and smack the microphone before I left. Mark C. Or Lucky Butter says, Mark C. I've never heard of the Elite Legends Collector. I just checked his channel, and the thumbnails are interesting to say the least. Yeah, he hates Wade. He hates Shartimus. He hates Emily. He hates Hasbro. They hate me too. I know they hate me. His little group in Facebook, they still hate me. We're not beefing, but they hate me. I watch his videos sometimes just because. But yeah, he's another one of those guys. Hates everything. It's crazy too because people jump on that bandwagon like, yeah, let's be negative too. Yeah, I hate it so much. It's like going to a strip club and be like, ugh, put your clothes on. Gross. Ugh. I spent $25 to get in here and ugh. I gotta see this. Ugh, here's $10. Ugh, gross. Ugh. That's how I see all those toy haters that claim to be collectors. Mark Z says it's a wild mindset to hate something so much while actively financially supporting it. I'm gonna keep buying and complaining. That'll show them. That's my thing. Like that's what makes zero sense. It's like why you claim to be a collector, claim to be in the community, hate everything that comes out. That doesn't make any sense to me. Marcy says he's embarrassing. Lucky Butter says sounds like he's doing it right by AI's logic of building a channel. Yeah, he is though. He's getting a lot of views. But it's crazy. Oh God. Oh, every time someone says, "Oh, look at Hasbro. Oh, Hasbro. Hasbro." That's not even. The mean person in me says that's not a valid insult. That's the dumbest insult you can call something. Hasbro. Hasbro. How's that supposed to hurt feelings? That hurts. They were the kid that when you were roasting them in school, they were like, "I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me, sticks onto you." That's that kid. They couldn't be original and say something better. I'm not gonna say anything better. I like Hasbro. They make some mistakes with some of their figures, but I like the company for what it is. I'm also an investor. Not an investor. What is it called? I got stock in them, so I'm not gonna say nothing to make you hate Hasbro. They make some pretty good figures. MadLogic44 says exactly my thoughts at Lucky Clickbait, negativity driving engagement. Lucky Butter says, so it went from Hasbro to Hasblo now. They've been calling it Hasblo. It's lazy. There's so many things that you could call it better than that. Hasbro and Hasbros, mind you. These are middle-aged men acting this way. Yeah, that's what they call it. They call people that like Hasbro, they call them Hasbros. And they call Dan Yoon and I want to say Ryan Ting, but he's no longer with the company. Dwight, they call Dan Yoon and Dwight Hasbros too. It's very weird. Very weird behavior. But yeah, oh yeah, it sucks for Ryan Ting too. Hopefully he can get something. I don't know. Like it sucks because like when you get let go of a job and you've been there for years, if it's not somewhere where you could take your years of service, like I work for the city here in Austin, so like if I go work for the state or the county, I can take my years of service and keep my retirement funds going, whatever. I don't know how that works if you have to be like, oh, I work for Hasbro, now I work for McFarland. I'm not saying he's going to work for McFarland, but if you were to go to work for McFarland, I don't think you could take those years with them. Like, I don't think, oh, you've been working here for 23 years. I don't know. It could be. McFarland is crazy enough to try something like that. Oh, but what I saw in store was a McFarlane Batman figure, and he had a massive wired cape. It was pretty cool. It was part of the platinum? No, gold label. It was a gold label Batman. Mark C says the microaggressions and casual racism towards Dwight and Ryan from some of these people is sad. Again, middle-aged men acting like their mothers never raised them right. Yeah, I don't get that either. Like, they're just doing their job. That's their job, to try to make the company money and try to provide a product that the consumer wants. And they're like, no, we don't like it. Don't be making them money. Lucky Butter says, I haven't paid much attention when it comes to the IG and YouTube side of collecting since January this year. I've just popped on some lives and kept in touch with other collectors. Yeah, I unfortunately haven't seen a whole lot of YouTube live streams as of recent. I try to catch them when I can. Clark Gorgeous says, yeah, the Talker R guy is definitely racist adjacent. Props to Dan Yoon for still wishing well after his moto accident. Yeah, I think Talker Art is he's one of those guys that's like he doesn't care who's offended. I don't know if I would call him. I wouldn't call him racist. First of all, I'm not defending any of his behavior. I'm just saying this is what I've got gathered from his channel, and he used to message me every now and then too, which was crazy because people were like he's racist. I'm like, why is he telling me I should have came and visit him? But I was in Vegas at the time. He lived in Vegas, and he was like, "Oh man, you were in my town. You should have came through." And I was like, "I didn't know you were in Vegas. My bad." Uh, yeah, he just says things that's like, "Oh, it's a bit much." Raises adjacent. We'll call it that. Mark Z says these are the type of people to call others snowflakes while dictating their platform of whining. Yeah, see me, I'm equal opportunity. I make fun of everybody. I don't care. Um, People have told me they're like, "Oh, I don't see you talking about Hispanic people." I'm like, I'm literally Hispanic. And I'm talking about myself. There we go. That's where I'm at with that one. I have had somebody tell me after a comedy show. I told one joke with one Spanish punchline, and this lady came up. She was a Caucasian lady, and she came up and she was like, "I liked your set, but I didn't get none of your Spanish jokes." I'm like, "Lady, I said one. That's one Spanish joke." Some people say I've after I've done that, they're like, "Oh, you do it for the culture." I'm like, okay, that's the way you want to see it. I don't care. Clockwork Orange says, "I hope Mattel does well with DC." I don't think they're going to do well with DC. I don't see it coming. Hopefully they do, but I think we've had this discussion before. You're probably gonna have to pay the which one is it? It's not the Elite Collection. Is it the Elite Collection? The WWE, I think it's the Elite Collection. It's a $29.99 price point ones versus a $22.99, or I think they're $32.99 versus $22.99. I think to get the ones with the most articulation and accessories, you're gonna have to pay a lot more, or else you're gonna get the ones that have the minimal articulation. So I hope that's not the case. Mark C says, "Speaking of Talker, there's that video of some dude punching a window during a road rage incident, but he can't break the window, and he looks he looks so much like him. The resemblance is uncanny." Lucky Butter says, "But will Mattel DC be worse than Toddy Mac DC?" See, I know I said last time I was like, Tom McFarlane doesn't do that great all the time, but he does when he makes a good figure. It's phenomenal. Like I call it phenomenal. Um, as I said earlier, again, shout out to Savage Saint. This Superman is amazing. Um, Captain Carrot was amazing. Owlman was an amazing figure. Um, Devastator, he was like early wave of McFarlane, still an amazing figure. The infected Superman was pretty good. Infected Nightwing was good. The fact that you have those little sex slave Robins, just completely different shape, is pretty good. He makes Spawn figures good. So there are some that he makes really good, and then there's some that are just like, this is okay, this is fair. And there's some that are like, okay, this is a weird statue that I now own. But I don't think DC or Mattel switches it up enough. Especially like because Mattel also made the 6-inch Jurassic Park figures, not the best. The face didn't really. I mean, it resembles them kind of. Like I can tell who they were trying to be, but it's not that great. Mattel should hire the Four Horsemen again to sculpt the DC line. Oh, that would be cool. Clockwork, you talk about Superman Agent of Ice already? No. Dean Cain wants to work for ICE. He wants to send Mexicans back to Mexico, basically. I think that's hilarious. Like, Steve Buscemi helped out during 9/11. He was like, I'm going to go be a firefighter again. I'm going to help people, save some people, help them out, try to do what I can for America. Dean Cain's like, let's get these Mexicans out of here. It's a really weird turn of events there. Nobody had that on their bingo card. Savage Saint says, "Welcome to 2025, kids. People truly believe their feelings are facts and stand 10 toes down on that principle. Doesn't leave much wiggle room for any discussion or reasoning." Yes, that is very correct right there. Mark C says, "Mattel has the opportunity to use Jada Toy's Boss Fight Studio style articulation, but I'm setting my expectations too high." That's what I think, and yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Dumont not does. That was it. Needs to remove the boots on Spawn. Yeah, yeah. Well, the spawns that I have are the Mortal Kombat spawns. They all have that weird club foot. Yeah, he needs to get rid of that. Can we get some articulation besides just the toe on that? Matlogic44 says, "I think we'll have smooth articulation at a 6-inch scale, but I don't think we'll have as good." Yeah, I don't think they'll be as good. I think it's going to be awkward. Because, like, what wrestler can put their arms all the way down? None. I don't think any of them can. Like, close to their side. Lucky Butter says, "Yep, Captain Carrot was a great figure. Tidy can make good figures, but it seems like majority of them are rough. I hate the hand feel of those figures for whatever reason, so I stay away." I was like, "Y'all see that flying?" Okay, something just flew across my face. No, yeah. There are some that are rough. Let me think. The roughest one I would say is, well, there's that. It's like a weird Red Lantern Batman. Or I don't know. I think it's a Red Lantern. It's like Atrocity. Or hold on. I actually like that figure. Farland. Is it Atrocitus? Atrocitus? I don't know his name. Atrocitus. Atrocitus. I got him on clearance for like $6, and apparently he's going on eBay and Mercari for $50 to $60. That's insane. But that was a pretty good one too. I like that one. Wait, which one is it? Hold on. Maybe I'm thinking the wrong one. No, that's him right there. Batrocidus. Okay, no, he's going for $20 still. I got him for $6. That's a good figure too. I thought it was a good figure. Mark Z says the MK spawns look pretty dope. A nice balance between comic accurate and semi-realistic. Yeah, I do like the Mortal Kombat spawns, but like I said, it's that boot, that club foot. It's like a doorstop. Mark C says, "I got a McFarlane Martian Manhunter. That's a good stand-in, but I don't like how his joints are different shade." I find that with a lot of figures, though, especially like Hasbro does that. Yeah, McFarlane does that too. I'm trying to think who else I've seen do that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's weird. Like, how did you not use the same plastic? Mark C says, Batrocidus. That's the one. I wanted one to use as Atrocitus. I don't know how to say his name. Atrocitus. Oh, is it like atrocity? The word is. Man, I'm glad I didn't do a review of that figure. People would have been like, "You said it wrong for the past 10 minutes." Okay, so it was the Build-A-Figure was Atrocitus. Atrocitus. That was the Build-A-Figure. Marcy says that boot in the most Texan accent. "There's a spawn in my boot." But you know what though? I don't like the Jokers that McFarlane made. They're very stiff. Like the best Jokers that I've seen are, oh, what was that one from? Is it Bro Toys? Let me go get it real quick. Oh yeah, speaking of McFarlane, I like this figure too. It's Lex Luthor. It's weird to me. I don't know, but I like it. I like this figure too. Extreme Toys. Extreme Toys Joker. That's a nice one. Did I do the mic? I hit the mic. I'm not hitting the mic. I don't know what's going on. The figure report. What's going on, man? Matt Logic forces mic. Jeez, come on, son. I'm not even hitting the mic. I don't understand what's going on. Oh, man. I hope you're saying mic because the figure report popped on. No, but this right here. Now, this is a Joker figure right here. This one right here, I would say even better than the Felix Toys Heath Ledger Joker. This figure right here, this Joker. McFarlane can't touch this one. I will say that. I've been waiting for McFarlane to make a good Joker figure. They haven't done it yet. So we're going to stick with that one. Drop the mic. I don't even have the mic. It's right here. It's on this thing. Look. See? There's the mic right there. It's probably gonna click. Oh, yep, probably clicked when I did that. We lean forward to get up. I'm not even touching it. That's so weird. Lucky Butter says that figure's still super cheap. I still need to get the chair from him. I think he is. I think Big Bad Toy Store has them for cheap still. I think that was where I saw him. Yeah, I had got him from Best Buy for dirt cheap. We lean forward to get up. Oof. Oh, that is so weird. Every time I lean forward, I leaned forward earlier to get my DVDs. I lean forward again. Yeah, Lucky Butter. Big Bad Toy Store has that Lex Luthor for $12.99. So yeah, they still got them in stock, cheap. I gotta figure out the sound though. I don't know why it's doing that. Mark G says, watch this on the replay and tell us again the mic didn't blow out our eardrums. I tried to make my own my fix Joker. Give me 3 years to get a custom done. You know, Mesco has that Heath Ledger Joker coming out. I don't know how good it'll be, but I don't think it'll be this one. I don't think it'll beat this Joker right here. This one looks really good with the Mafex Hush Batman, by the way. This one right here. Extreme Toys. Did the mic go crazy? Gotta lean forward again. Marcy says the Kilowog, Doomsday, and Batwoman are some McFarlane figures I wish I picked up. I'm excited for that rumored Mega Fig 2-pack Atom Smasher and Spectre. You know, the Batwoman figure, I saw it so often hanging on pegs at GameStops. And I was like, I'll get it later. I never got it. Now I'm like, I should have got that Batwoman figure. I have 2 Wonder Woman figures, but they're both like Wonder Woman 2099. Like, she got Mohawk and stuff. That's the ones that I have. And then I got that stupid, the Drowned or whatever. Blasty, what's going on, man? Says that Mezco Joker is going to be as good as fresh craft real made on a club sandwich. Oh, so it's going to suck is what you're saying? People will hate themselves for having it? Okay, that sucks. Mark C says, I really wish McFarlane made a Stripe from JSA Comics. It's a giant mech suit that would have done a decent job at one. I wanted that. What is it? That Batman? What is it called? You know what I'm talking about? That McFarlane, like, big Batman thing. I even saw it for pretty dirt cheap. What was it? Justice Buster. That's what we're talking. Justice Buster. Is your hat hitting? So something's rubbing. I'm like, we're gonna figure out this this popping noise when I get up. See, my hat's way over here, but my mic is over here. Look, follow my finger. My mic is over here. Still not sure. Man, Logic 44 is like something's happening. What? Savage Saint says something scraped my foot across my patio. Same noise. It's Lechusa. Duma 9000 says Wonder Woman 2099 is that a bootleg? I don't know what Wonder Woman is, but she has a chainsaw and a mohawk. Does she have a chain? No, no, she has a sword. The other Wonder Woman I have does have a chainsaw though. Rick Jones says the drowned. Yeah, that's a terrible figure. She looks good. Terrible. She looks good though. The figure looks like a good statue, but it's a terrible action figure. Lucky Butter says I'm looking forward to the new Rebel Tech Harley Quinn figure. I think it comes out in December or January of next year. That does look nice. I have the one that came out, I guess, maybe 2 years ago. It was pretty nice, but I mean, it falls apart very easily. That's the only thing that sucks about those. Like, I'll put her mallet in her hands, and I'll be like going to take a picture, and next thing I know, she has no, like, her wrist pops off. It's very annoying. Mark C says, I completely forgot. I really want the upcoming McFarlane DC Rebirth Batmobile. You know what McFarlane I want? Lucius Fox. I want a Morgan Freeman action figure. That thing sold out so fast, it's ridiculous. Well, the pre-order did, I should say. Mark C says, I consider using the Justice Buster or Warhammer 40K for a custom stripe, but the Justice Buster is kind of flimsy. See, I heard that. I kept seeing it on sale, like at GameStop and Target, but I was still like, nah, I don't know. Something about it was telling me not to get it. So I didn't. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at it now, like it looks pretty cool. Big Bad Toy Store has it for $41.99, but eBay has it for cheaper. If you want to buy it used. Oh, Big Bad Toy Store has one in stock. And the articulation looks terrible on it. Makes sense though. It's a mech. Kind of like a mech, right? It's a mech, I guess. It looks cool though. Not as cool as the Cadet Gomez and whatever that mech suit is. That's a cool mech suit. Lucky Butter says, Sonny, did you get the Christian Bale Batman third party figure that almost every YouTuber got to promote 3 or so months ago? I did not. That company has no idea that I exist. InArt TDK Batman, the Dark Knight Batman. Every time I see TDK, because I'm old, I think blank cassette tapes. Cheers if you know what a blank cassette tape is. No, I didn't get that one. Everybody else did. Everybody says they liked it. I wonder if they liked it because they got it for free or they genuinely liked it. Because there are some figures that I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'm glad they didn't send it to me free, though, because it's not that cool. Like, I always wanted that. Like, I mean, it looks cool. Lucky Butter says, I passed on it because of the wireless cape. Are they the ones that also coming out with that Anne Hathaway Catwoman? And, do they have Bane in that one as well? Is that what I'm thinking? I'd get that Anne Hathaway Catwoman. We share the same birthday. I have to get that same. I have to get the Catwoman figure for the person who has the same birthday as me. Rick Jones says, I remember pencils and books. What are pencils? Dude, you know what's crazy? My kid's about to start college, and my oldest, not my littlest, he's not a genius like me. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't start that early either. But we went to go try to buy his book and everything. It's like, how long do you want to rent it for? I'm like, rent a book? And they'll like give you a digital copy to rent. I'm like, what? This is insane. So we're going to be renting a book somehow. Marcus G says, I'm excited for other stuff from NR and LPZZ. I confuse them a lot with Arkham, Deathstroke, and Jim Lee. Batman plus Superman looks dope. Lucky Butter says, oh, maybe they are. Let me see. In art. Oh, I just put in art and it was like in art Batman that you didn't get. Oh, thanks. Thanks for reminding me. AliExpress has it for $52.81. Oh, that's not that bad. But no, I didn't get that one. Nobody wants to send it to me. Everyone's like, no, he's gonna be too honest, and he's also gonna make a bunch of fart jokes. I'm like, what? I would never do that. As long as you wash your taco and rinse your meat. Rinse your beef. That's what we do. Squash the beef, wash the beef. Marcy says, I haven't heard Sonny mention ITT Tech in a long time. Did I mention it last time? I don't think I mentioned it last time. I did. Jim Lee is good, but overrated. Let's see. How can I shoehorn? I just learned how to use that phrase. How can I shoehorn ITT Tech into the conversation? So, I didn't get the NR Batman to review simply because they said that my degree that I got from ITT Tech was not valid to get a free Batman. So here I am building computers instead of getting free Batmans from InArt. Lugbert says, I give them back to the library and they give me nothing for it. Yeah, that was the other part. Like, it's $100 to rent it, and then can we have it back? I want to pay cash and just keep it. Savage Saint says, anyone want to try a recap for Mikey and Plasty? I would, but I'm here and barely believe it most of the time. Are they still here? I don't think they're here anymore. They're like, all right, deuces, we're out of here. Came to say what's up, now we're bouncing. I do that sometimes too. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like, oh man, they're live. I'm driving, but I can't watch it. So jump in real quick. The one that I don't like to jump in when I'm driving is people who are live streaming on Instagram. Because sometimes I'll pop in and they'll see, oh, what's up, Sonny? I'm like, crap, I can't chat back right now, and I'm the only person viewing. And I feel weird. I need to start going live on Instagram so I can make those people feel weird that pop in and they're the only ones here. I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining. I thought I was going to be all alone today. And then you joined in and okay, they're gone. Okay. And then make them feel bad. No, but that's why I don't jump onto the Instagram ones too often. I accidentally clicked on an Instagram live from someone. I don't really know the person, like I follow them, but I don't really know them. And I popped on, they're like, oh hey, is that the Sonny channel? Okay. Not familiar, but okay. And I was like, you didn't have to say all that. You could just be like, hey, what's up, the Sonny channel? You have to be like, oh, I'm not familiar with this person at all. I have no idea who you are. I don't even know why you're on my live stream. What's going on? But anyways, that's what I did. And then they're like, oh, yeah, I'm just here answering questions. If you got a question. And I'm like, exit. I felt weird for doing it. Marcy says, I like his work, but the Mafex female figures from his Hush and 90s X-Men comics have issues with proportions. Rick Jones says, I was a Jim Lee fan until the time of Image. You know what? This whole time y'all have been saying Jim Lee. I follow Jim Lee. I was thinking Mr. Lee. I was like, what are y'all talking about? Mr. Lee is a photographer. I just realized it. Maybe it's on I'm tired. Lucky Brother says, IG makes it super easy to click on somebody's live, it seems. Then I've got to back out of it. Exactly, man. It's so awkward. Because I'm like, oh, what's going on? Oh, crap. I'm in their live stream. Some people I will jump into the live stream. Like I said, if I'm free and I got time, I'll jump into the live stream. I jumped into the live streams and people are like, hey, what's up, son? You want to jump in? And I'm like, no. I'm on lunch break. I just figured I'd see what you're talking about real quick. I should start doing that. Have live lunches. Y'all can see me eat my leftovers. I'll be eating my leftovers on lunch. What's up, guys? What y'all doing? What are y'all eating? It's like we're having lunch together. I should do that. Have a Sonny lunch lives, and people have to be eating in order to jump on the live stream. Mr. Yee, Marcus Yee. I jumped the thing. Marcus Yee says, remember when Jay Spiggs had beef with Mr. Lee? All because of misunderstanding in translation? Yeah, I do remember that. Oh man, good times, good times. Now, Mr. Lee he seems cool, but yeah, there was a breakdown in translation, and he sounded very rude. Mark C says, "Remember tea time with Sonny?" I do. I bought a 112 tea set. I don't know what I did with that tea set anymore. That's why I haven't had the tea times anymore. But I still got a picture from the last tea time right there on my wall. Mark C says, "I haven't had anyone call me Mr. Yee in a long time too." Like Butter says, any Sonny's car driving tutorials while opening plant mystery minis coming up soon. So, the review that I did of Mufasa Superman, it was a car review inside the driving review. I might redo it. I might not. I think I'm gonna go with what I got. Show my 4 new followers that came over from Kill Tony how we do things here at the Sonny channel. Oh man, the mystery. What was it? That Disney Ball mystery? I remember someone scolded me for being a bad example to kids. I was like, fool. I mark all these for no, not for kids. What are you talking about? Trying to get mad at me. That person was weird. And I was like, but did you give me a follow? Did you follow me? Okay. I swear I need more pictures of this figure. It's just cool. I have so many figures with 6 arms. It's insane. And if they ever make 4-arm on Marvel Legends, I'll have another 4-armed person. No, I do need to take more pictures with her. You know what sucks too? Like in Mortal Kombat 3, I hated picking Shiva. And I know some of y'all are like, well, don't pick her. I see, I was so good at Mortal Kombat that I would tell people, I'll beat you with whoever you pick. Everybody always made me beat Shiva. It was really irritating. And I was like, fine, I just stomp them to death all the time. Mark C says, trying to cancel someone just because they can't speak English and provide advice is wild. Yeah, it was insane. Lucky Butter says, did Kill Tony give you a little notebook? It looks dope if they did. No, he gave me a big joke book, which this is the big joke book size. It's not like an actual massive joke book. This is a big joke book. When I go on next time, I want to see. Part of me wants to be like, man, I should bomb terribly so that he will give me a little joke book, and then I'll have a joke book for my action figures. Or maybe I'll just be like, hey, can I get a little joke book for my action figures? And maybe he'll give me one. That'll be dope too. But yeah, I got the big joke book from it. By this guy named Bones Eye. This is pretty cool too though. Like it has this thing. Go like that and you tie it around like that. And then you untie it and then you're supposed to write jokes in there. I didn't write anything yet. I rarely write jokes. I don't write jokes too much on pen and paper. I put them in my phone, and then I tell my jokes. When people are like, "Oh, Sonny, we want to book you for this show," then I'm like, "Okay, here we are. I'm gonna tell these jokes that I've never said before." Maybe I might. I swear, every time I'm like, I'm gonna do a video for the channel members with my new jokes, and then y'all tell me if they suck or not. Like, that's how many jokes I've written. Oh, my data can't catch up. There we go. That's how many jokes I've written that I have never said on stage. So I think it's about time that I said them somewhere. That way someone can be like, okay, that was funny, that wasn't funny. So one day I'm going to do that. I'm also working on channel member Christmas gifts. I'm working on them early, putting thought and love and care into them. So y'all better like them, okay? That's all I'm saying. Uh, like Butter says, Mrs. Mud Flap Cheeks. I don't know if she's a Mrs. I don't think she was married to Goro or to Kintaro, if I'm mistaken. She does have this nice mohawk, though. That she would join Squeak. Sounds like a duck. Sound of Storm Collectibles flexing in the morning. Dubai 9000 says that up down move. Yes, that's right. You know it. It is unblockable. That's why I was like, this is so dumb when people were like, oh, you got to be Shiva, and then she does that little like makes that weird noise and she stomps them. Yeah, I was like, that's all I got to do, and you're dead. Clockwork Gorge says, I agree, Rick Jones, about Jim Lee. Mark C says, that reminds me of that one dude, Creation Matrix or something like that. Do a pop in the stream and say the most crackhead energy stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. There's some, yeah. Yeah, them fools are wild. Who was that other guy? He used to always get banned from, like, Wade's live stream. God, like, Shartimus was like, he handled him well. He popped onto my live stream a couple times, and I just treated him like any other person. He was cool, but he was like a troll for the most part. I forgot his name, man. Oh, what's his name? It's not Dog. Don't say Dog. Actually, someone just mentioned Dog on Facebook the other day. They're like, does that guy still collect toys? And half the people, and me included, were like, I have no idea. He blocks me on everything. But apparently he's still active. Man, what was that guy's name? I can't remember the guy's name. Had the name Toy in there. Toy Bandit. Thank you. Marcus, he knew exactly what I was talking about. Toy Bandit. Yeah. That dude was insane too. I mean, he was cool on my channel. A few times that he popped in, he was cool. I had no issues, had no beef with him. But yeah, other than that, he would he would always like say some insane things. Man, I don't think I gave this figure enough attention when it first came. Okay, truth be told, I was gonna display this figure at my job, and I was like, I can't display it with that cake right there, all that cake showing. And then I brought her here, and I never messed with her, but I do like this figure. I remember I messed with her in my car on the way home. That sounded weird. I messed with her in my car. I played with her in my car. That still doesn't sound right. I would say I experienced her. That's not right. I posed her. I posed her in my car, and she was pretty good. She was a pretty good figure. But I forgot how fun this figure she is. Doombot 9000. How can you forget about the bandit? Toy Bandit. Actually, I forgot his name. Like Butter says, I hear those squeaks and wonder if any of the Storm employees know their figures make that awful sound with the joints. They have to know squeaks like that. I'm pretty sure they do. Marcy says, clipped. Did I clip the sound again? Oh, you clipped me saying this. Okay. I was like, man, I thought you meant microphone clipping again. I was like, dang it, again. Ah. Lucky Butter says, you sophistically posted her in the car. I maneuvered her limbs respectfully with permission in my car. I did say that one time to this girl. She was a photographer, and she was like, do you take pictures of photos of girls anymore, or do you take pictures of toys? I go, nah, toys. I can touch them wherever I want. And I was like, that's not what I meant. I meant I don't have to wait for permission. And I was like, that's still not what I meant. And I was like, no, just toys. We're gonna leave it at that. I only take pictures of toys, no people. I haven't taken pictures of people in forever. But yeah. Shiba. Oh, just lost a hand. You know the cool thing about these forearm figures is they come with four hands, four of every hand, like open hand, fist hands, grabby hands. They come with four of them each time. That's cool. I like that. All right, Shiva, put you down right there. Poser in the car. Yeah, see, still, it still don't sound right. But yes, posing them in the car. I gotta get pictures with this Mickey Mouse too. It's a cool Mickey Mouse. So I got these HEB, put them out at my HEB right over here, and then they immediately went clearance like 4 days later, and I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna snatch these up." But yeah, this Mickey and Minnie. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Mickey and Minnie. I was more of a Bugs Bunny fan back in the day, but these are pretty nice. They're nice figures. I I don't think I ever saw these anywhere else besides HEB. HEB exclusive. No, it wasn't. Uh, but yeah, it's not that bad. Mark C says, alternate title for this live stream: Sonny makes this worse in less than 5 minutes. I just clip all the parts where I'm like, oh, this. Nope, that doesn't sound right. Wash your beef, guys. Wash your beef. No. Oh, man, it's already 12:16. Oof. All right, man. Quick recap here. Wash your rice. Don't wash your rice. Either way, I'm eating the Weevils. Don't wash your pasta. Wash your beef. Rinse your taco. McFarlane, hit or miss. When it hits, it hits. When it misses, it misses. Don't be one of those guys that complains about buying the toys that you're still going to buy. Wait, yes. That's what I meant. Yeah. ToyCon OKC, going to be there. Maybe be in costume. Who knows? I can't lean forward because I clipped this mic. Oh, wait. Mark, she said, Bugs Bunny makes me think how much I'd like to see Jada Toys Tricks Rabbit. Yeah. You know, a homie of mine, KJ the 51, I don't know if y'all follow him on Instagram or Facebook. He hooked me up with Count Chocula Frankenberry. He had found them at Ross here in Austin. He's like, yo, man. He's like, do you need these guys? I was like, oh, man. And he also built me a prop, which I was like, cool. And I need to put those in photos somewhere. Oh, don't be a fluffer. Don't have a wet tortilla personality. Shout out to Savage Saint for that one. I hope you're like at a restaurant one day, Savage Saint, and be like, oh, God, that guy totally has a personality of a wet tortilla right there. I do like that. What else was there? In our Batman, I didn't get them. They never sent them. Christmas gifts going out to the channel members. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Mufasa Superman. What else did we talk about? Oh, Mark C is going to buy the Justice Buster to make a custom Whataburger and Kill Tony, Big Joke book. Don't be a fluffer. Unless they offer dental and health insurance, then do what you gotta do. What else? Polar bears and German shepherds. Hasbro knows how to make pets, basically. Actually, speaking of that, I still got my Fiona right here. I was able to catch the. I have two of these because Ross had Crocmaster and Fiona, and I was like, everybody just wants Fiona. Nobody cares about Crocmaster. But yeah, I can't find the camera. There it is. Amazing. Amazing what they can do when they put their minds to it. Hasbro. Custom Waterburger. What? Lucky Butter says, did you happen to grab those Bizarre World of Naughty or Nice pumpkin head figures from BBGs? I did not. Something about them, I was just like, I don't know. They weren't that appealing to me. I do hate that I missed the Ghost Rider. They did have Ghost Rider there. I did not get him. I think it was only like $30 or something like that. It was a lot cheaper. And I did not get him. I was kind of upset. I don't know what I was thinking. Savage Saint says, why is it people respect the fluff but never the fluffer? That's true. That is messed up, man. I think I was about to make a terrible, terrible analogy, so I'm gonna keep that to myself. Dumont 9000 says, dang, I need to check my Ross. Yeah, they had this one a while back, but yeah, I was like, man, I think it was like $8 for the pack. But yeah, it's Fiona's good. That's a good figure, and she comes with a Croc Master if you want that. Oh, Lucky Butter says, oh, they're talking about the Mezco BBTS exclusive Ghost Rider. No, it was a Hasbro Ghost Rider with the motorcycle. Mercy says, Savage Saint asking the philosophical questions. There should be in a fortune cookie right there. Be the fluff, not the fluffer. So, is the person being fluffed, is that the fluffy? Be the fluffy. Always the fluffer, never the fluffy. Like the bridesmaid thing. Oh yeah. Also, was it Lucky Butter you're asking? Yes, Lex Luthor, Power Suit, $12.99. That Big Bad Toy Store. Lucky Butter says, I would like that Hasbro Ghost Rider bike. Dude, they had it for sale, and I was like, I didn't pull the trigger. I was like, man, should have, but I didn't pull the trigger. I don't know what they have on sale this time around. To fluff or not to fluff? What? Okay, where is on sale? Oh yeah, they have the Thunder Tank for $350 from, was it 500 originally? The Batman and Robin DC Multiverse Batmobile for $49.50. It's half off. Yeah, the last sale that they had wasn't the greatest. Unless you want a Slash from NECA. Like, but I missed it too. Yeah. See what you started, Savage Saint. Now, see what you started? Fluffing. Oh. I got an idea. All right, never mind. I'm going to hopefully see you next time on the Sonny channel. Sundays with the Sonny channel. Yeah. But I gotta get to bed because I probably shouldn't be clapping because this thing's being sensitive. But I do gotta get out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to everybody who came through. We had Matt Logic 44, Savage Saint, Lucky Butter, Doomba 9000, Marcus Yee, Rick Jones. Plasti popped in. The Figure Report popped in. Shout out to them. Clockwork Orgy. I think I got y'all all right. That sounds about right. Anybody who might have accidentally came in, shout out to y'all for accidentally popping in. But yeah. My ears, dude. Yes, your ears. Batman Beyond Rebel Tech figure. Ooh. I didn't know that was coming out. I'm gonna have to look that one up. I bet that's dope looking figure though. I never got the Red Hood. I never got that one. But yeah. Thanks, Sonny. Have a good two fellas. Peace. Well booties. Ears blasting. Always a blast, including when you get your ears blasted. This was a nice surprise live stream. I'm back on track now. I'm back on track, Marcus. So every other week now. So then skip next week, following week, we're back on track. Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Y'all have a great 2 weeks. I will drop that video tomorrow. Mufasa, Superman. Also, wet tortillas all the way. Remember, everyone, don't wash your rice. Wash your beef. Rinse your tacos. Have yourselves a great night, everyone. Thanks for watching. See y'all in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. If I can end this broadcast. I always feel weird. I'm like, hey, see y'all later, guys. I'm like, oh, crap. I need my right hand to end the live stream. And then I gotta just look awkwardly into the camera.